What up, everyone? This is Solid Abyss. This is gonna be the first time I ever tried doing a vlog review, but it's something I've been wanting to do for quite a good while. Um, and I was looking at some of the games I've been playing for quite a while, and the first thing that popped into my mind was Harvest Moon: A New Beginning. Um, one thing you should know about me is that I'm a pretty big Harvest Moon fan. I've been kind of like away from Harvest Moon around the beginning of the 6th gen. But I try to play Harvest Moon every once in a while. And when I want to get back into the groove of playing Harvest Moon again, I found A New Beginning. And it looks really good from what I've seen. And I decided to go get it because it was like $35 at the time, I think. I can't remember. It's been quite a while. Um, so yeah, I played this game and I wanted to talk about it because I do love me some Harvest Moon, and I could kind of understand that Harvest Moon has been kind of, I guess, in a dark age, especially after Rune Factory came out, where not many people really play Harvest Moon anymore, because it's the same thing over and over and over again. But I really do like this game. So here's some certain parts of the game that I want to talk about, such as like the story. Like it's basically Harvest Moon. Like the story for Harvest Moon has been pretty similar. Excuse me. There we go. Okay, so basically you're walking around and you meet a random stranger named Duncan. He's like an old cowboy looking guy. Uh, Very nice, kind of creepy in the beginning because he's overly nice to a stranger. But whatever. Um, so he gives you a farm because you needed a place to stay. But the city keep on losing people because nothing is really happening there. There's only three people in the beginning of the game. Duncan and the old lady. I can't remember everyone's name at the moment. I need to like look at it again. And like basically the person who takes the shipping, like in every Harvest Moon game, there is always that person that takes all your like fruits and vegetables and such and give you money. So those are like the three people. The old lady is also the general store lady, but yeah, that's basically it really. um, so that's really it when it comes to the story. Basically, people are leaving, and it's your job to try to get as much people as you can. And this is where Harvest Moon become pretty different from what most Harvest Moon game is, because most Harvest Moon, already have all the people there usually, and you just talk to them and such. This game, you gotta try to build your city, basically. You create these buildings, you get the people to come over, you're able to build the fences, like some decoration, benches, bush, road, things like that. Not only that, but for your farm, you're able to build like, a beehive. I freaking forgot what it's called exactly. But basically, you get to make honey and put bees in there. You make your coop for your chickens, your barn for your like, cows, llamas, alcapa, alcapa. I can't remember. I am really bad at remembering what they're called for some reason right now. It's kind of late at night, but whatever. Um, so it's very Harvest Moon. You can still fish. Uh, you could gather things in like the forest, mountain-ish area, things like that. It's basically Harvest Moon, but this one new thing that you could do, which is make buildings, getting the materials that you need to make it, and basically make your village is a huge like contrast from what most Harvest Moon game have become, because most previous Harvest Moon game has always been about just worrying about your farm and making people like you. This game is about making your city, getting people to come over, things like that. So I really liked that, like it was such a new thing that Harvest Moon needed at the time, because most Harvest Moon games have just been the same thing over and over, but this really solved it. I know I'm repeating myself, but this is how I really feel about it. Like I'm trying to stress the fact that this game is a lot more different than most Harvest Moon games, and that is why I want people to try to play it sometime. You know, like So I'm just looking for my notes again. Graphic, basically Harvest Moon. It's pretty great. 3D model and such. It looks very cutesy and simple, which is okay with me. Uh, but that's really it, really. Music wise, it's very, very repetitive. Um, I recommend, after you listen to it the first time, I recommend muting it because it replays over and over again, and it's just never been that good. Like some Harvest Moon songs has been pretty catchy. Like the one that I remember the most is probably Harvest Moon 64 that plays it during winter. The song I really like for some reason. But yeah, music wise, I don't recommend listening to it. I just mute it. I just mute it and listen to my own music or watch TV or whatever. Um, so here are some bad things about Harvest Moon: A New Beginning. Is that the camera is actually pretty bad. Well, not that bad, but it could use a bit more work because here's the thing. You could zoom out or zoom in, and you could turn left to right. Okay, so I always play the max out zoom out, which isn't that far out, but and that isn't too bad. But the main problem is when you turn left to right, you can't like do a 360 rotation, you know? You could only do like a 180. Like so when you make buildings and put it like, face toward the center, you can't see the door. And that could get really annoying when you're trying to get inside a building, but you can't see where it is because the building is covering it, and you try to compromise by just changing where the building is, but once your cities start becoming pretty big, well, like I don't know where to put it. And that's a big problem in my opinion. Like I want to be able to rotate in a 360 degree to see it. Like one time I put the barn for my cows and such, uh, facing toward the center, and I couldn't see the door. And during summertime, I brought the cows out. I had such a hard time pushing them in. It was such a pain. Like I just gave up and had to like reorganize the whole entire village. I mean, the whole entire barn area, just so I could see the front side of my barn. Okay, that should not happen. I want to rotate in the 360-degree camera so I could see it. Like I want to be able to see my door, and I don't want to worry about where I have to place things just so I could see it. Another thing is it's very slow in the beginning. See, you can't create anything, like you can't create buildings and such until the end of spring. So during springtime, it's all these tutorials that you don't really care about. It just it's just there, you like milk your cow, water your stuff, gather things in the village, come back, it's like 10 a.m. Like you did all that in 2 hours or whatever, and there's nothing to do, And in the beginning, that's very boring. Like you can't do anything. But once it's like summer the first, it really picks up, Like you could do whatever the hell you want. You gotta make these things. You gotta make sure everything is all, you gotta get all the materials and such. So that's something to remember. Uh, and this is one thing that kind of bugs me is that you kind of hit a wall if you forget certain materials. So here is a kind of like a rookie mistake when you play Harvest Moon: A New Beginning, and this happened to me twice, and it kind of annoyed me. Is that in the beginning, during town restoration plan, which is basically what you gotta do to finish the game. I guess you could say. I guess you could say that's the story mode. Um, which isn't too big. You just make things Duncan tells you to do, and you do it, and more people come over. Uh, so there's this item called like a bush. Oh, an item. Well, what the hell is that? But basically, the material is that you need a Charmomile. I don't know how to pronounce that. And they only and keep in mind in the beginning you can't create anything during spring, so you don't know what you have to make. And in the middle of summer, that's when you well in the beginning of summer that's when you like start doing everything. But the Charmomile, like you need I'm trying to remember. I think it was like 10, and it's the second one. So it's you do your first town restoration plan, which may take like a week on a slow time or whatever. Um, Second restoration plan has a lot of things, and like Bush was like number 4 or whatever. And if you don't collect these Charmomile, they don't spawn during fall or winter, so you're just kind of stuck. Like you can't make these bushes, so you can't progress in the story, and that's really annoying. You know, and there is one thing you could fix in that this game is online. Like you could connect to people's lobbies basically and trade. You could do that, but I don't really like to play. Well, my headset's about to die. I need to finish this up. Um, so you gotta finish. I'm sorry, I freaking lost my thought of train of thought. Okay, anyways, so you go online and you're able to trade, but in Harvest Moon, I don't really like online. Like, I want to play this game single player in my room, doing what I have to do. That's what I want. And this game, you kind of hit a wall when that happens, and that's kind of annoying. I kind of wish like there's a way to get items from previous season in some way so that you could get what you need. Like a Charmomile was frustrating because I missed one. I needed one more to finish the plan. I couldn't do it, so I had to wait for 2 months until it was spring. Then I could do it. That was kind of annoying. Okay, so goods. Uh, I love the gameplay mechanic. It's really fun. Like, it's fun. It's Harvest Moon. I like the innovative gameplay, and I was very happy with it. So, I'd say you should get this game if you like Harvest Moon, or you've been waiting for innovative gameplay, because this is the type of game that kind of brought back the series for me. Like, I'm back into Harvest Moon again. Um, you know, it's what I've been looking for. And if you like this game, I recommend the Rune Factory series, especially Rune Factory 4, because it's also on the 3DS and it's a good game. Another game I would recommend is Animal Crossing if you're into more a time-based, like real time-based game, not like a RPG, but like it's the same time as you and you collect everything. I'm pretty sure most people who play Harvest Moon know Animal Crossing, but I'm just putting it out there. And this is a more obscure game, but River King was also made by Natsumi. It's kind of like Harvest Moon, only it's more about fishing. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope it was like it makes you guys want to get this game because I loved it. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.